We say what they can't radio.
The Lipstick Chronicles. It's the Lipstick Chronicles. The Lipstick Chronicles. The Lipstick Chronicles.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Toni.
I'm Sharma.
I'm Monique.
And we are the Lipstick Chronicles. So I hope everyone is well. Yo, it's hot as shit.
Girl.
Anyway,
I might be sleeping 2 minutes fucking with this heat, yo.
yeah, it's a little.
It's 70 degrees outside. Why it's so fucking hot in here?
Take your hoodie off.
No, but you know what? On the way here, I seen a girl with some shorts on and a short sleeve shirt. I said, look at that good sis trying to be sick.
I saw a chick with a romper with the spaghetti straps on. And I'm talking about the little romper that you wear like in the country.
And I'm standing out there, and I'm like, here I am, my little thin
And
jacket,
it was
questioning,
thin, you know,
questioning my.
The thin material that blow with the wind, not like a dungaree or some shit. And I was just looking like, what the fuck? It's not that damn hot outside.
They're going to be sick in like 3 days.
And then it's going to be cold tonight. Like, it's not going to be that hot. The low is like
Yes,
37.
a lot of people in shorts today. I saw a hoodie in shorts, so that was.
That's just confusing.
I'm hoping that they was running, and maybe that's why they was dressed like that.
They just confused.
Then on the train, this lady had on a t-shirt and spandex, but her shirt was a little short.
She had a little crop top.
Crop, but it was like right here, but then her tits was like right there.
She was tucking and
It was
rolling.
peeking.
She was tucking and rolling.
If she'd have did like this, it would have
nipple
came
would've
out,
came out.
and then her belly was big, so
Oh,
then the
Jesus.
tights and the shirt didn't.
So
meet.
it wasn't a crop top. The shit was just too small.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Like, see that right there is why spring won't come out and really show its true face.
Girl.
Like, it's just
Cause we ain't summer ready.
people not.
I know I ain't.
I ain't summer ready.
It's like some people so comfortable, they just like, you know what? That's my body and that's it. That's what I'm
I get
doing.
that.
And
I get
you know,
that.
I'm
But
just
why
they
we all
gonna get
gotta
whatever
suffer?
this is. Right, like boobs should not be here. Like this
Not a
is
thing, perky.
this
What
is
the fuck?
abs. Boobs belong in the boob section and the abs is there. Like don't when you're in your house, just let them all meet if
Right.
that's
If
what
you
they want
want,
to
if
meet.
you want your dog titties to hang, then you can let them hang when
Right.
you're in the house. But when you're out in the street amongst public, there's certain things that I feel like you should.
Let's
you know.
just be courteous to other people's eyesight.
Right,
Yes.
that's how people be getting that's sweaty under
That
titty
black
in it.
spot,
And yeah, like,
The
yeah,
burn.
and then it be
black
stink.
burn,
They be having stink tits.
the
and stuff.
chafing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna jump right into
It's just
trending.
too much. It's
It's
too
been
much to
so
talk
much.
about.
I'm gonna touch a little bit on everything.
It's
Just
too
a
much.
real
I was thinking
brief.
about this all week. and
It's
I was
just
like,
it's a
so
lot. Yeah, it's a lot
much.
that's been going on. So of course we definitely got to send our condolences out to Nipsey Hussle's family.
Yeah.
He everybody knows. Unless you was living under a rock, he was recently killed. So definitely our condolences to his family, his loved ones. That was definitely a great loss. So right now back there with all the noise,
Yeah, and I
we
also
trying to record a good show.
I also want to send a special thank you to you guys and y'all
we
for
got your back,
showing
girl.
me some love and attention
Right.
with my
Absolutely.
grandmother's passing.
Yes,
That was
welcome Mo
just
back.
that was like more traumatizing to me than when my mother passed because my grandmother was more like my mother. So that was a lot, and I'm just glad that everybody was there. Like
Yeah.
even if it was just by phone, it's the little things, like even a little text,
Absolutely.
Of
just
course.
any little thing. You didn't have to be sitting right there with me to be with me. So I appreciate that. I was out of work for
Okay.
2 weeks,
Yes.
so
You alright, son?
so it was just a lot.
You alright? You alright? I'm talking to you, girl.
Yeah,
We looking
Yeah.
over there like
right, like
Because she
yeah.
said she was out of work for 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
like, you alright?
I was out of work for 2 weeks. Like I go to work tomorrow,
Oh God.
and I was thinking off the top of my head, I don't even remember my logins for stuff. So it's gonna
It's
be
usually like that.
It be
too.
like that. Like
Yeah.
you could be out
You
of
might
work.
have to call IT girl.
You could be out of work
Yeah.
for 3 days. You're like, shit, I done forgot what the fuck I came here to do.
right. I'm just probably when I get there, just sit there for a few minutes and
It'll
like
come back to you
Just
once
collect.
you're there.
Collect.
yeah, cause
One little thing that's gonna happen that always happens, and you're like, all right, and do everything that you normally do.
yeah, cause I got brand new passwords and stuff like that I made up not that long ago,
Oh, God.
and they all kind of like
Oh,
dude related. So I made them up so they not gonna make sense to nobody else. I don't want to have that discussion with no IT. I don't.
No, I remember
don't do
at
that.
my old job, right? Because I kept fucking up my shit. So the first time, and they was like, "Well, what's your login?" I was like, sexy bitch. Ooh. That's what it was.
Well,
And they started laughing. I was like, listen, you know. Hey.
That's crazy because I was trying to watch a little bit of Kevin Hart last night, Irresponsible, and he kept asking his son for the password, and he ran over. He was like, "Fuck you!" And he was like, "Nigga," he started choking. He was like, "That's the password. The password is fuck you." And I was like, and I think he was like 13 years old.
Listen to me, it be like, listen, it be like that.
He was like, "What the fuck? That's a good ass password." He said, "But is the U spelled out? Or is this the letter U?" I was after that. I don't know what the fuck happened because I fell asleep.
I maybe need to use that.
Exactly.
But, also in trending topics.
What
so
else?
my girl Wendy Williams, she's been going through a lot of stuff.
You kind of shocked me with the way you saying it.
I
I was about to say she died.
I thought she died.
No, but she probably feel like she wanna damn die.
Well, all the memes I seen 50 Cent putting up, I thought she did die.
50 can't
He
stand
put
her.
the fucking Crypt Keeper up there. I was like,
you know what?
He the biggest bully ever.
I love him.
He the
I love
biggest
him.
bully
I
ever.
feel
But he's petty as fuck.
Really, I feel sad for her, you know, just as a woman.
It's karma.
I mean, it's definitely, but see, here is the thing, right? Because, you know, a lot of people don't have any type of remorse for her. They were like, well, she's been doing, you know, putting out people's dirty laundry for years, but also that was her job.
But not only that, she ain't really
Not on
putting
the
nothing
levels
out.
that
This
she
is
was
the
doing
shit.
it.
This is the shit y'all put out there. So she didn't come to your house and sit on your couch.
It's just
and
that she just brought it to light.
She did what nobody else really wanted to do.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Nobody
feel
had
like
the
she
balls
had
to
it,
do
like
it.
everybody had a job to do. She did her job.
Nobody
you know?
hated Joan Rivers.
But,
she did the same shit.
There's a lot of them out there that do the same
So,
thing.
I mean,
but you know, that's what it is.
it's just
you
the
know?
way she did
I
it,
feel
that's all.
I feel bad for her, you know.
Or
Of
it's because
course,
her background
husband-
wasn't clean, so it looked crazier when you talking about other people's dirt, and then you got a lot of dirt in your background. It looks
but
crazy.
that's what
But
people do.
but you know what? She talked about her background. It's just that this recent stuff she's not addressing, and I feel like it's gonna come to a point that she's gonna have to address it because I mean, first of all, it came out that the husband was, you know, cheating with a chick for 10 years. Then on top, that's a
blame
sister
him?
wife. That ain't, you know, no
Right,
side
bring
chick. That's
her
a
With
in
the,
sister
and
the
wife
got the
at
crib
this point.
together.
Come wash the dishes,
You know,
boo,
right?
you know.
She's going on all the trips. Like when they go on trips, she's also there as well.
So then you knew
somewhere
that
else.
already.
And now they just had a baby. So
You knew that
that's-
already. There's no way your husband is with somebody for 10 years and you don't know.
He probably felt liberated after it really all spilled out into the open.
You know what it was? This is what she said. He ain't trying to go nowhere. This is what she said
Right,
though.
'cause
She
what do he do for a living?
Nothing. What she said was that she, you know, because he has cheated in the past, but she said that she would leave her husband if they embarrassed her.
Well,
so if
well,
they had
you
a
not
baby
embarrassed?
and things like that. So I guess
What's
now
left?
it's like, okay,
You ain't
now he's had a
embarrassed?
baby. So like, what are you gonna do? I just feel bad for her because now it fucked with her sobriety. She's living in a sober house. So, you know, all of those things like that. And it's like, you know, I get it if you don't want to leave him. It could be not even just out of love. It could be just because so much is intertwined in business.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you have to decide, you know, if your health.
Right.
You know, but then I guess for her too, because she also credited him as helping her get sober when she was getting high back in the day.
Well, he's helping
so
her.
it's
He's
like
helping her get sober, and
he's helping her get high. You know, so it's just like she just have to really, I guess, feel strong enough to leave her. I don't know, or just be able to be okay with losing some of her money and all of this because is it?
Well, she
worth
wouldn't
all
really
the-
lose it because
Well, you know that man gonna get half. He her
No,
business
he's
partner.
not.
He's her business unless
it all depends, you know, how that paperwork went and all that other stuff. Now, business-wise, yes, but not personal-wise,
got no prenup.
because that's infidelity.
Yes, it is. He has
So
a baby.
business-wise, then we could split the business. We could split the business down the middle. But all of the money that I made prior and during is my money. You get nothing. Like it's in the open. You was with this
So,
girl.
okay, because I've never been married, so I don't really know how that works. So, okay, because I know it's something about if you can prove infidelity. So,
Well,
if she can
sure
prove
can.
infidelity, then that
Google
means
it.
she's
They
not
don't even
entitled
have to.
to anything because
Well,
that
business is
falls under the
different.
line. Well, business
Business
but that
is
falls
different.
under the lines of adultery,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
And he
well,
gets nothing. So his ass out. He better hope their business is lucrative if he split it down the middle.
I think the house that they got together, him and the girlfriend got together, is like under his business name.
Oh, then they'll
But let me
they'll lose that.
Here's the shit though, right? Here's the shit. Okay, him and the girlfriend, they got a house together. He also helped her because, of course, you know she was a massage therapist. I don't know if she was still
I'm in the
practicing.
wrong
or
fucking
whatever.
business.
Listen, and she opened up so many businesses that failed. So
And she's a dummy. Fucking
so many businesses that failed. So on the business, and I know the last business that she did open with him and her is a realty. So I don't know how that's I don't know how that's going or whatever. But it's like you
couldn't
have
do
all this
massages
money.
and you think you could do a real furley.
But here is the thing, though. The thing to me is, okay, you have all this money at your disposal to do, because he got Wendy money, so you pretty much could.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it is what it is. So you have all this money at your disposal to do anything that
She
you
can't even hold right. Do it right.
I'm saying.
And
First of all, never have a baby. That's number one. Don't have a fucking baby.
But listen, she must have really wanted him, because they were saying that it was times that she was coming up to the show.
No,
and
she was
outside.
I saw footage, and Wendy was like brushing it off, like, oh, that's just some crazy fan. But that was this same broad.
The balls.
He
that
let
you
her
have
feel
to
like she could
have.
do that.
Exactly, because that's what most cheaters do. They make that person feel like it's comfortable enough for you to come. Like I saw a video maybe last night where it was a wedding, and the lady was sitting there in her gown with her husband, and the side chick came around the wife and started like kissing the man or doing whatever, and the wife was like, what the fuck? She smacked the wife and started beating up the husband.
What?
How the fuck did you get in? Where's this bitch family at? Like, 'cause my family, you wouldn't have made it past the parking lot. Who are you and why are you here? I mean, she just smacked the shit off the table. I was like, oh, this is something. He must got some good dick. 'Cause what the fuck?
You listen, chicks, they be losing their fucking
Ain't no
shit.
fucking way.
Wow.
He already married to her. What you gonna do? Like, he's already married to her.
Speaking of this, something else. So this is the last one that we could go into whatever we can talk about. But I just could not. So August, what's in Alsina?
Alsina?
So he outed his relationship with Jada Pinkett. He was
No, I missed.
What you talking about?
Wait
What
a
you
fucking
talking
goddamn
about?
minute.
They
So
took him in like he
apparently-
was like they was sonning him like he like a family family. You know?
family.
Don't say that.
You
Well,
heard what he told
apparently,
Nikki, right?
allegedly, him and Jada
But he
has
said that. He
had
said
a
it.
relationship. Like he had this whole shit song and all that, and he put it like he did it in like a text style, like. She responding in text, he responding to her, but he's singing like this whole dialogue, and then he had her name, but he didn't have her under her name. He had her under like her middle name, and this is all this
What the
shit.
heck? Well, I
He
guess
fucking
I've
with
been
Will?
under a rock.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so.
Brought him around all the family and he tight
But
with
Niggas do it every fucking day.
But Will got his own shit going on too. They
Exactly.
have like an open marriage,
Right, they
so
swinging
that's
and-
just-
But ain't
Flinging
nobody
to-
supposed to be blurting and blasting it
But
out
do you
like
have
that.
to- But here is the thing: he's a young.
That's
boy.
right, he's
young,
younger.
so she's older. She probably put some shit on his fucking ass, and he's in his feelings.
She probably did that Ciara grind on him.
I don't know what she did, but
Ciara.
whatever she
Yeah.
did, you
Now
know,
he mad.
You know that
he
dance
feels some
Ciara
sort
did on
way.
top of the car?
Because remember
Like,
at
did
one
that.
point there was rumors that they were splitting, right? Will and Jada.
Yeah.
So maybe he thought that was his turn.
But
He
you
was
see,
gonna be next
listen,
in line.
they-
He a little bit older than her kids.
And now, right? But now they seem like they going strong, and he not happy. Because where does that leave him?
Sit down. Sit down.
Stay where you been.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in the pocket. You still getting the pussy. Like, what the fuck?
But you know when villains get involved in shit like that, people
Yeah.
like it start off okay,
And
yeah,
he's
we got this
young.
open thing, right?
And
It
he's
starts
young.
off like okay, we got this open thing, everybody is
Well, he
happy
should have had
and
him
they
a chick on.
good.
He should have had a real girlfriend. Like, he should have had a
Get
girlfriend.
you
Or
a
maybe
little-
he did. Who knows? But maybe, he just
no,
really
the girlfriend
felt
would have told.
hard.
Because pillow talk, he would have told it. Bitch, fuck you. I got Jada Pinkett.
Exactly.
Oh, you don't want to fuck tonight? Fuck that. I'm going home and fuck my real woman.
You know, but it's sad. Like when you have a situation where you just, kicking it with somebody, it should never last over a certain amount of time.
Right.
This,
If you
like
know it's not going nowhere, you
if
don't
you're
want it
just
to go
hooking
nowhere.
up, a hookup should not
Once
last
or
like
twice, that's
years
it.
and
Once
shit.
or twice,
You
I'm
know
sorry.
what I'm saying? Like you
'Cause
give it a
three
couple.
times, niggas is catching feelings.
You give it a couple of goes and then you gotta walk away because then
Yep.
it opens you up to a whole bunch of shit. Y'all chilling with each other. Y'all
Yep.
like y'all in a relationship. Y'all going on dates. Like that's not. You're not just kicking it. Like this is
No.
a fucking situationship at this point.
That's a third of a relationship. Like, what the
So-
fuck? I mean, what?
Yeah,
Motherfuckers.
so.
I don't fucking know. Niggas is fucking.
He better go
Everybody
find
knows.
him a little girl his age to occupy him.
After
Girl,
he
after
done
having
had
that
that,
grown-ass
he ain't
woman,
gonna want no girl his
Ain't no
age.
young girl gonna appeal to him.
She about to
Like,
get
fuck is
menopause
you
soon
talking about?
anyway, so it's going to dry up down there.
Like,
and
what the
then
fuck is you talking about? You don't know about this and you don't know about. She gonna be like, "Fuck is you talking about?" Like, nigga, I'm only 22 years old.
She going to dry up on the inside a minute. You know how that menopause do.
I don't know. She look like she got that backwards aging shit going on.
I know her
Like
mother looks
Benjamin
so
Buttons.
young.
What? I'm like, God damn. Like,
Her mother
Willow
looks
looking
so
older than Jada.
young.
Yes, her mother looks
fucking amazing.
Her
body, like I just want to throw up when I see her.
That's goals for me. Like what the fuck? When I turn 50, I better be snatched like that.
Oh, God,
I don't know how it's gonna happen, but
if I ain't throwing up from now, it's not gonna happen.
Maybe they vegans or something.
Motherfucker, I was vegan. What the fuck? That shit don't work.
Well, I ain't
Because
turning
you eat
into no
more
vegan.
food. I'm eating more food
I
because
ain't
I'm
turning
greedy.
into. Listen, I ain't turning into no vegan. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm just eating 10 pounds of lettuce as opposed to eating 3 chickens.
Because you be hungry.
I be stuck.
But then you go back to meat.
Only chicken, because I was like, I don't want to eat so much fish. I don't want my cholesterol to be high. I'm like, I'm not really a turkey fan. Like, I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm like, but I've been ODing on it. I still OD on the chicken, but I keep saying, I'm gonna stop. And I did something I didn't do in maybe like 12 years. Maybe longer than that. I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I haven't had Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The devil is a
my
lie.
girl,
And
I keep
KFC.
Popeyes.
And I don't like Popeyes. They shit tastes too floury to me.
I like I like because
It's real flaky and crunchy.
And I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was in there looking real stupid. I was like, what the fuck do I get from here? What do I get from here? And I'm like, just give me 2 boxes of chicken with potatoes and shit. Like, what the fuck?
And then it's hot and mild.
Then I'm like, I want spicy. She want tenderloins, whatever the fuck. I'm like, chicken strips.
Oh, I like
strips.
tenderloins.
That's pork, right? I'm like, chicken strips with some mashed potatoes. I'm like, no coleslaw, please. We don't want no nasty ass coleslaw. Because if I remember, I don't want the coleslaw. Unless they change the recipe, I don't like outside coleslaw.
Yeah.
There's just some shit with mayonnaise I don't want to eat from outside. I don't even know what it's because they're not using the mayonnaise that I like. They don't. Coleslaw is, for me, is made a certain way. Right. It's made a certain way in a black household. You know, so I just can't be outside.
The Colonel ain't doing it right.
You know, I just can't eat everybody coleslaw. Like, I
Right.
can't eat everybody grits, you know. So it's just,
Some
I don't
people
go
eat
outside
instant
and eat
grits.
grits. I can't order grits in a restaurant.
Absolutely not.
Because first of all, they don't salt their water, and I'm like, you're not gonna kill nobody if you put salt in the water. Like, because I sat down with a few women, and I said, don't get the grits. She got the grits any fucking way. She don't listen. This bitch poured a whole bottle of salt. I said, all you doing is causing yourself to have high blood pressure. I said, them grits is always gonna taste salty. I said, maybe put a little bit of sugar, and then the salt. I said, but no, not to sweeten it. I'm like, but you gonna keep putting salt and salt and salt and salt is not going to change
grits
anything.
from the outside is just
You
never
gotta
a good
put too much work into it
too
when
much.
you got salt,
Now, I will
pepper,
say, I
cheese,
did
butter.
have grits
Like,
today from DTD, the lady,
Okay.
she was black, and I could tell she was hood. You know,
So she knew her
right.
way
She,
around
and,
some grits.
and when I got them, I said I want butter, salt, and pepper. She had a nice wad of butter on there, and I was like, yeah, that's how I like it.
Okay.
That's how I like it. And then my girlfriend had cheese grits, and it was just them shits was just orange. I was like, yes, all right. She know what she doing. I was like, but you know, people, we don't put salt in the water. I'm like, that's gross. That's the first thing you learn in culinary school. Put salt in your fucking water.
That's the first thing you learn in a fucking household when you're
right?
making
Your mama
grits.
said
Like,
put salt in the
when
water.
you making anything that got to boil in the water, put salt. If you don't put salt, you just wasting my shit. Like, because nobody's gonna eat it, right? So
That reminds me of when I was down south. Just this time, we went to a Chinese restaurant where they had a buffet section, but then they had where you can order food. And so I peeked in the back because I kept hearing chatter in the back. Almost an entire black staff in the kitchen cooking the Chinese food.
because they in the South.
I was so confused.
Right. Like, I went to Texas, and it was a soul food restaurant, but it was all Asian people. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not going in to get no collard greens and macaroni and cheese.
Right, I'm
What's
so
wrong with y'all?
confused.
I was like, how y'all let some Asian people come to the dirty and serve soul food? How y'all do that? I was like, I'm sorry. Y'all, whoa. Now, if they had a black cook back there, that would have been different. But it was nothing but Asian people in there.
Yes,
I was like, yeah, we're not going to go there. But we're not going to go there. I'm sorry. I know they could copy some shit, but it's just some shit you can't copy.
Right.
Nah, definitely not.
Unless you just fucking a black woman and she just giving you all the antidotes and shit, but and she got to be pretty up there in age too. So
The ones up in age usually don't share recipes.
that's right. Not with the outside world. Not with the outside world. You got to fucking be like, all right, grandma about to die, so we gonna still have a recipe book. Make sure you remember where she put it.
Exactly. They don't tell. If you
She
wasn't
gonna
in the
take that shit
kitchen
with her.
while they was making it, you ain't gonna know how to
Listen,
do
you
it.
wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Exactly.
You ain't getting these fucking recipes, bitch.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So, on to what are we discussing today?
Oh shit. What did I say? Okay, because my phone is over there. But anyway, so basically, it's this. It all boils down in a nutshell. If you was in a marriage for however many years, you could pick a year for yourself, and you found out the person that introduced you to your spouse, that they was in a relationship or they slept together, what would you do?
Ooh, well, I was never married, but in the past, I did have a encounter with somebody who is now dating my friend.
But you didn't introduce them.
I didn't introduce them.
Okay.
I met him through her,
Okay.
but they didn't have a thing. And then me and him had a thing one time. And that was it. Like, I kind of had this thing at one point where it was like, if I already know I'm not really trying to, I'm going to one and done you. Like, I'm going to do it, and I'm really not going to do it ever again. Like, if I say it, that's it.
Okay.
And that's what happened. And since he was a part of their clique of friends and stuff, I told her.
Oh.
I told her up front when that had happened.
Well, isn't that
And
like
then he got mad at me for telling.
Isn't that like a girl code breakup? Like, isn't that like what the fuck?
They didn't have a thing. They didn't have a thing.
No, I'm not saying on your part. I'm saying on her part.
Well, I was more of the outsider when it came to everybody being friends. Me and her was cool. They had their own thing, and they had their own clique of people, and they was cool.
Okay.
So I was more the outsider. But after that, I did tell her. And a couple of years later, they got together. And I mean, like, it's not weird to me because I don't even look at him like that. I don't think of him like that. We don't have the discussion. We don't have no flashbacks about it, talk about it. It's nothing. Like, we don't bring it up. It's like, she like him. They in a relationship. Like, I don't feel funny around him. Like, he's not mad at me no more. Like he speaks to me now. Like, but for a long time, he was real mad. Like, why you tell? Like, I'm like, we not gonna all be around each other, and we got this little tiny little secret. And if it came out and it comes out the wrong way,
Right.
I don't like stuff like that. So I just put it out there.
I mean, for me, I feel like this. Okay, so if I'm married to somebody and I guess a mutual friend introduces us and they had slept together before we were married, I mean, what the fuck I care? That was before me.
Right, and another thing
and we're
too-
married.
right,
So what am I
right,
supposed
exactly.
to do? Break up with you because you slept? Like, I mean, if you were continuously sleeping with that person after we were married, then I would care. But if we already married and whatever happened between you and this person happened, and this is years later, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Give a
I try
shit.
not to look at it like from a weird point of view because, like, where I used to live, like in East New York, like you gonna come across the same dude. Like, y'all gonna have that in common. Like, it's just what it is. Like, 9 times out of 10, if you mess with a guy around the way, one of your friends probably already messed with him. Maybe more than 1, 2, 3 might even. Over the course of the years, y'all might end up like
Yeah, get out the fucking neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Sir, I mean, like it. I ain't saying no names and nothing like that, but all I'm gonna say is, me and my friends had a conversation just a couple of months ago, and we did mention having certain people in common, but nobody knew at the time.
Right.
It was kind of like,
God damn.
damn, bitch, what did?
And I mean, sometimes for some people, it's like me and you might not have worked out. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you and this person might be good. And if I say something, maybe it might affect the way you two guys interact. Maybe I really feel that you guys are good for each other. So, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't really, stuff like that. To me, stuff like that don't bother me. It's only like, okay, say if before marriage, if I dated somebody and this is somebody that I was really, really into and had feelings, because there's very few people that I could actually say that I really cared about on a high level. So if I'm with a dude and, we were together and there was some feelings there and we broke up, and then somebody that I was cool with sleep with that dude, then that's something totally different. But like, girl, you all right over there with your eyeballs?
What is happening?
Something in her eye.
I'm trying
So-
to get this shit out, but
So, girl, lift it up and
I did all that. I done put my finger in the motherfucker. Like, what the hell? But
yeah,
anyway,
so,
it'll disappear.
I have eye drops in my bag.
What don't you have? Shit.
I forgot to put a tea pack in my bag. Sometimes I travel with ginger tea. Don't judge me.
No, I be having tea. I don't have a purse today, but I always have tea in my bag. Because a lot of times when I go play, especially for work, they only have coffee. I said, why y'all think everybody only drink fucking coffee and eat pizza? Like,
because
what the
this
fuck?
is a coffee world. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
no, like, what the fuck? Everybody don't need coffee. I'm like, I need some tea.
Yeah,
Give me some
right.
fucking water. I don't care. But yeah, so all right. So you got a couple. Now it's different for men and women.
Okay.
Right? So you have a couple where you have a guy who is like, yo, we've been married for 7 years. And I just found out that my man, like my man, slept with my wife right before we, like probably while they was in their dating phase.
See, that's
Right? But the man introduced them.
See that's different though, because it's not like they
real
were.
messy.
It's not like they were done and you introduced them and then you still fucked her. Like
Right.
that's kind of fucked up.
Right? Now,
Right.
they made an agreement not to say anything. Now, for me, I would have said, I don't want to meet your mans. Like, that's your man. Like,
Right.
Why do I want to be the pass around? Like, what
Right.
the fuck? 'Cause
Right. See,
so
I
y'all can
guess-
discuss.
I guess for the dude, he like, nigga, you wasn't supposed to marry this broad. Like, you know, you're supposed to get your turn and then
Right,
keep
so
it
he was
moving.
introducing them so he could hit it.
Probably.
And then it turned out to
Obviously.
be more than that.
Probably,
Like,
right.
he was like, oh, I
Things
really like her.
happen.
Like,
Right. So now it comes to a surface. And it's like, I'm saying like, well, what the fuck, y'all gonna throw away these years now?
Right, y'all
all right,
was
but who
fucking
brought it
married.
out to the surface?
Hennessy probably.
Because it's,
So she told
No.
the guy.
No, the guy
homeboy.
told.
see, that's, it wasn't
But
supposed
no, the guy didn't tell him directly. So it went like, let's say if I be like, I'm talking to you drunk, confessing, and then now I'm the dude that's friends with all of us, and you feeling bad about it. And you like, nah, my man gotta know. Because you're closer to him than I am, but me and him is close. But you're closer, like almost like brothers,
Like-
and you feel like,
Why did it have to come up at all? Like,
Right.
why did it have to come up?
Take that shit
Why
to your
couldn't it
grave.
just be where it was and just leave it alone?
because it wasn't bothering nobody, right?
Right.
And they was together for
But
7
I
whole
really
years
think
in
that
marriage.
I think that the dude probably still had like maybe he was now seeing like, well, damn, I didn't know she was gonna be a good wife or whatever have you.
Well, if you would have took time to get to fucking know
Right.
her, baby, and just not fuck her and throw her away like garbage, you'd have found that out.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now the other thing is, if it's something that happened before me, then why would I be concerned?
Right.
But yes, I would be.
A lot of men don't want to know about what
The
you did in your
past,
past. They
right.
don't want to hear it.
Of
They
course.
don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. That's just like some women wanting to know everybody you slept with. Like, what the fuck is your number?
Well,
I don't
half
want
of
to
the time
fucking know.
that'll change your mind.
I don't want to know your number. I just want to know if your fucking records is clean.
That's all.
That's all I care about. I don't need to know who the fuck you slept with, what the fuck your number is. Like, I don't need to know.
I want to know if
that. I
you
don't
did
want
it with
that.
anybody that I be around.
So this is the thing. This is the
Anybody
thing
that's
that
around
that
me
the guys
now-
I know do. So they'll bring you around their friends
To
like
see- yeah.
real quick. Like,
Yeah,
once
to
they know
see,
they
of
like
course,
you,
of
they
course.
bring you around their friends
Yeah.
like, son, you know her, like
Yeah,
you know, son, pass her picture around. Any of your niggas done fuck with her like. So you know, so niggas they trying to see because they are trying to build something. They don't want to be embarrassed. Like I don't want
Of
to be
course.
embarrassed either.
Nobody
I don't
wants to
want
be
no dude.
embarrassed.
I don't want a dude that slept with any of my friends, but the truth of the matter is you can't help who you fall for. Like you can't help who you fall in love with. I remember I had 2 fake aunts, and I remember
aunts.
I used to go to her house. They lived in Jersey with her husband and like mad kids, and we used to be there. And then one time we didn't go, and let's say maybe a couple of months later we went, and I was like, why Aunt Sonia here? Where is Aunt Bernadine? Like, and why Aunt Sonia and Bourne sleeping in the same bed? You know, as a kid, I'm like, this is real weird. Like,
Right.
But it's good questions.
right. And now Sonia and Bernadine was sisters, not friends. They was blood sisters. So how did that? When did that happen?
But you know, you hear about that happening a lot. I think like a friend of mine's, her uncle was married to a woman. I don't know what transpired, and they ended up breaking up. And then the woman actually messed with the brother, and they got married.
Now to me, that's a violation.
That's just like in the Jackson family. Like I think like Jackie or
Oh,
Jermaine
yes,
or one of them
yes, yes.
motherfuckers
They
was with
married somebody
somebody,
else's wife.
had a baby, and then she went on, and then yeah. So
Lord have
shit
mercy. I
happens.
understand you can't help who you love, but you can stop yourself from even engaging.
That is true.
Like you can stay away. Like unless
Right.
the magnetism is just that strong. I mean, but
It really shouldn't be.
it shouldn't be, because in your mind it should be like that's off limits.
Right.
Like there's no thought to say like, well, let me just see if I could get the blessing. No, because at the end of the day, in the back of their mind, it's never going to be a true blessing. It's that they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. So they're going to say, oh, no, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind. But you do mind. Because now when you see that they're happier with that person than they was with you, that becomes a problem.
That is a fact.
So that was just, that was the thing. And I'm like, I've seen it. It's happening right like now. I don't know what they're doing right now, but it's happening, and it's just like, I mean, I hope that they don't break up, because they're good together.
It would be foolish of them too, because I don't know how long they were dating before they actually got married, but to throw away a marriage of 7 years for something that happened so far back is kind of fucked up. But then also again, this goes into men cannot take a woman stepping out.
Of course not.
If it was a woman, she would be more forgiving, but because men are just not built the way that they are built, they cannot accept and overlook certain things. And being that this is somebody that was his friend, that's a huge shot to the ego.
He's no longer invited to the barbecues.
Of
Sorry.
course not. And then in his mind, he's probably going to be thinking about all the times they were together and
Right.
huge setting.
And then you start thinking about other stuff.
Then
So
you
that
start
time when
seeing
they both
certain
was disappearing
things
at the
that
same
you
time.
might not have been paying attention
And
to at
she's
the
seeing him, and she
time.
like, "Hey, bro."
Right.
Like,
hugs,
right. And
So
then
all
he
of that
whisper
shit
in her
start coming
ear when
into
they
play.
hug.
So it's like, do you choose your marriage or do you choose your man? Like, it's like, you can't choose your man, because was your man really thinking about you when he tried to destroy your marriage?
I think it was kind of fucked up for the friend to introduce this chick and then turn around and
In the
fuck
first
her.
place,
Like
exactly.
you introduced her as if you didn't want her, but then you hook your homeboy up with her, and then you fuck her. Like, that shit.
But
just
I feel
sounds
like
so
even if
crazy.
he stopped fucking her, like, dude, you were fucking her. Like, why would you introduce her to your man in the first place? Like, that's your man.
But why would she allow herself to be introduced to anybody?
At some
That's a
point,
whole nother
when
story.
she felt like she liked him, and on a
Right.
serious note, she should have just said, "Just let me get this out here." The blow is not as hard if you tell on yourself.
In the beginning,
I would have just said it. If I really started getting
Listen,
into
I used to
him,
mess
I gotta
with this
tell
dude,
you something.
I
Like,
don't
I don't
know
know.
if he told you.
Right. Like, it looks better. And he'll respect her way more than him for even coming out
he'll
and just
go
saying
about
it.
his business, and it will be nobody's time wasted. You
Right.
know, you could just move on or whatever have you. But she was like telling everybody, "Don't tell him about my past. Don't tell him about." And I'm just like, it's
That ain't gonna
come
happen.
out.
Yeah,
Like-
stuff like that does not stay buried, but for so long.
Right. Like, it'll come out eventually. And that's the thing, is like, as a person as half a relationship, do you feel like half of my relationship, most of my relationship is a lie? Like, so at what part did you, like,
He gotta feel betrayed also.
right, exactly.
Because it's like, like, you my man and you sitting here in my face knowing that
Smiling
you
with my
fucked
family.
my
In
girl.
my house
Yes.
with us.
Yes. Like, come on. Like, taking my girl places alone. Like, what the fuck? Like, son, can you drop my...
So was y'all smashing when y'all was by yourselves?
Because that's
like,
what I would be thinking. That's what I would be thinking.
That's fucked up, though.
Like-
It is fucked up.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you should have probably either kept that to yourself or you should have said that in the beginning. And it's just like, he's fucked up anyway. If you ain't tell it at first, you should have never told it.
He has motives as to why he.
Because I hope you don't
told
think he gonna be fucking her again now. Like, you done fucked up.
See, you done ran your mouth. Now you really not. Like, if there was ever a chance, you just blew it. You just talked yourself right out of
Let me
it.
go see something I already know.
Right. So now her man is just gonna be like, he may not say nothing, but in the back of his mind is like, I don't even really,
That's
I
right.
don't really trust her like that.
You can't. Well, it's hard to trust somebody after infidelity. Like,
Right. Now he
I would-
might start.
I can't.
How early in the relationship was it that they fucked? Does anybody know?
No.
I would love to know. Like, was it like the first 2
You mean
months
the
in?
husband or the other dude?
The side dude and the wife. Like, was it like the first 2
No,
months?
I don't think they were still sleeping together. I think, let's say they were sleeping together, but then they wasn't. And she went to him and was like, "Yo, who is that?"
Okay.
And then he introduced him to
But then
her to
after
him.
they introduced,
They
didn't
would know.
you say he
No,
slept
no,
with
I
her?
was- no.
Oh, so he didn't sleep with her. Oh, well, shit, man.
No,
listen.
but that's your man though. Your man know the insides of your wife. Like,
Well,
all the
Somebody gotta
freaky
know the
shit that she
insides
do,
of her shit.
but not the nigga I know, not the nigga I'm drinking with, I'm breaking
Right, because
bread
don't
with.
people have rules and stuff when you get together? Like, all right, at our wedding, nobody that we fuck could be at this wedding.
Better be there. That's right.
None of that. Like, we can't do that. Like, we have the cookout. Yeah, she can't come and he can't come. Facebook. That better not be none of your friend list better be clean.
Oh, wow.
None of them niggas from the past better not be on the
Fuck
friends
that
list. None of them
shit.
chicks better be
I need
on
my
the
friend list to be full. Fuck you.
I don't care about social media.
Me either. Like, I
that's
don't
just
care.
fucking social
I mean,
media.
like,
you
as
know
long
how
as
many
you ain't
friends
in
is
the
on my
fucking DMs doing
right? You
naked
know how
pictures
many
and shit,
friends
but-
is on my friend list that I've never fucking met or seen or whatever. I
Right,
don't
and
give
it's
a
a,
fuck
you know,
about
I
that.
mean, listen, fuck it. It is what it is. I mean,
Some people
it's
don't
behind
do
a
the
computer.
exes thing.
It's behind a
See,
computer.
that, I don't give a fuck about like behind the computer as much as I give a fuck about in
Meeting
in
for
face.
lunch and shit.
Like if you in each other's faces and y'all meeting up and then we have a fucking problem.
Right, 'cause
But
that's what-
social
yeah.
media, I don't give a.
This dude hated. He like, why ain't your friend? I'm like, well, first of all, we've been friends for a very long time. I'm like, I'm not just gonna stop talking to him. Like, you don't gotta worry about him, even though he did kind of have to worry about him, but he didn't really have to worry about him because
I
once
had
I'm in a
situations
committed
like that,
relationship, I'm not. You don't gotta worry about me stepping out. Like, that's not gonna happen. But I won't say that he might be the cause of us breaking up.
Listen, I had a situation like that
But
too.
no,
I was
niggas be
dating
stupid.
somebody, and you know, I was friends with an ex. I'm friends with a couple of my exes. You know,
I don't have. We didn't break up on
if
bad
we
blood.
didn't break up, if we didn't break
So
up on
we're
bad
friends.
terms, we're cool.
We're
you know what I'm
friends.
saying? So
He
you know,
don't
I
have
was
that
friends.
option.
I was friends with an ex, and my current dude at the time felt threatened and was like, "Oh, you know, like he called the crib one day. He was like, oh, don't have him." And I'm like, let's get this straight. He's gonna be my friend. He's gonna call his, so you're gonna have to do whatever you need to do. And I wasn't into dude like that. I didn't like dude. I didn't see him like that. That was just generally
Okay,
a
Toni. Now
friend.
calling the house is a little disrespectful.
I mean, we were younger, but I was really young at that time. I mean, really young at the time.
No, but trust me, I know, 'cause I did it too.
But let me tell
I
you,
had to
because
learn
all
that was
all the
disrespectful.
shit he was doing, please. He
I
lucky
had
that
to
nigga he ain't come home and that
learn.
nigga was sitting on the bed.
That's a little bit
like,
disrespectful. All right.
I was looking at him like, hello?
Just be like, I'll be a minute, all right?
I wasn't even saying that.
And just
Hello,
talking
looking at
like-
him in
like
his
this
face,
nigga not
talking
even
like,
sitting here.
You're right.
All right.
Trust and believe. I do know, but I had to
I
learn.
mean, you
that's
know, when you
really
get
different.
older or whatever,
Right.
you know, because all of the shit that I used to do when I was young, I wouldn't do now because the dude would fucking kill my ass. You know, I got a little more sense. I had to learn a couple of things, but
Well, sometimes you don't know what will play out until you actually get in the
But
moment.
nowadays, niggas is fucking retarded, so you don't even want to take the
No,
chance.
see, I found that out. I found that out.
after coming to near-death
No.
experiences, I'm okay.
You don't wanna take that
No,
chance.
let me tell y'all like how I found that out. Like this guy. Now we never was like boyfriend girlfriend, but it was one of them things where he was single, I was single. What you doing this weekend? Oh, come through. Okay. This was a little corny hood shit. Watch Chinese food, watch TV,
Netflix and chill before
whatever.
Netflix and
Right.
chill.
Right. And it was nothing. And that was back in the days. Over the, I'm like 15, 20 years later, we still cool, but I don't talk to him like that. He
Right.
don't talk to me like that. We don't even entertain stuff that we used to do back in the days. Like it's like it never happened in my mind.
We
Let
good
me
for
just
erasing-
clear-
we good for erasing
Right.
some shit.
I do. It went in that box, you know, the
Yeah,
one
I
that you
got-
put
yeah,
mama
I
titties
got
in
you.
and throw it in the
You said
ocean.
mama titties?
Right, like it's gone. Like I wasn't
Yeah, I
even
got a
thinking
couple
about it. So I got in a relationship. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm just gonna say that I had to get together at my house. I don't know no better because I'm not thinking like, because this is too long ago for anything to go
baby
wrong.
remind
I got
me of some
family in the house. I got friends in the house. Dude is in the house. Dude friends is in the house. And old boy is there. We cool. But I didn't know he had a drinking problem. Like a real bad one. Like he don't know how to act and he talk crazy out his ass when he get
One of
drunk.
those.
And I didn't know that. Like, cause we really wasn't around each other. But I'm not thinking nothing because
And he could have developed that in his 15 to 20 years.
right. So we around family and friends, and it's the clique of family that he's tight with too. So it's like it's all good. We in the house, we just everybody talking and whatever. And he's standing is a hallway that leads, go if you go into the bathroom and the bedrooms. He's standing up against the wall. I walk past him to go to the bathroom, He didn't say nothing, but he was already mad drunk. He was just quiet, standing there. He slapped my ass.
Oh my God.
When I was walking past.
Well.
And I couldn't even act like it didn't happen. It was like he slapped my ass, and I was like,
in the hallway, you heard
I
that
like,
shit in the kitchen.
I froze. I like stood there in one spot, like he just smacked my ass. It's about to go down in this house. Oh shit! I don't know what to do, and I'm standing there for a second, and then I was like,
his ass to the floor.
I just was like, I'm wondering who else saw that.
Who
But
heard it? Fuck who saw
I
it?
don't
Who heard
know.
that shit?
I don't know, but it was like, don't
react.
Right, like just keep walking. After I unfroze my body, I kept walking. Boyfriend saw it.
Oh God.
Boyfriend was like, "Come here for a second. Come in the room." I was like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I can't go."
But we got friends and family out here.
Okay.
Why we
Yeah,
can't
we wait until
I don't want to go in the room. He was
We
like,
got
"Yo,
company.
right." I'm like, I'm telling you right now. I was like, wait. Just wait. I'ma fix it. Don't.
You gonna fix
No,
it.
wait. I'ma fix it. I'ma put him out. You don't gotta do nothing. Please. Don't break my mother's mirrors on the wall. I don't want no shit. Please. It's too much. I got family in here. They cool with him. It's more of my people in here than your people. So if you react, it's gonna make my family react, and you outnumbered when it comes to support.
He ain't have that status yet.
Right, and I don't want you to. It's already bad enough that this happened, but then you fuck around and get jumped with your right. And this motherfucker lived up the block in this Marcus Garvey in Brownsville. So
my hood.
and then I don't know what the fuck
Girl,
was
them
gonna
niggas
happen.
retarded over there.
Exactly. So
niggas retarded.
I was like, just let me put him out. So I just went to him. I was like, yo, you gotta go. He was like, what? I was like, yo, you played yourself. You got to go. He was like, fuck that nigga. I was like,
Because he also knew that he only lived down the block.
Right. He only had to go up the block around the corner and yell.
Nigga like, doo, 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 doo. They got like some special shit in Brownsville.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
So I was like, you got to go. He's like, fuck that nigga. I was like, yeah, okay, but you got to go. And my cousins didn't know what happened. So I told them after the fact. They was like, oh, shit.
This whole shit could have been towed up.
Right. So, I had to hear about that forever. So the next day I had to call him on that shit. He didn't remember doing
He was
it.
drunk.
He don't remember doing it.
It's the excuse of champions.
Exactly. He don't remember doing none of that. He don't remember me putting him out, nothing. So I was like, yo, you can't come around me no more. Don't even call me no more, because what could have happened last night, I don't even know.
That old feeling back.
Don't wait till you drunk.
After that's when they come. That's when they come out.
Yeah,
That they could have tore that house upside down. Somebody could have died
Yep.
over an ass slap. So now
Then
I
you writing a
know.
different kind of book.
Yeah, exactly. So
mystery.
now that taught me like, you
It's
know
just
what,
called
you
don't
gotta
be
keep
disrespectful.
people, even if it was just sex and nothing else, just you gotta
Yes,
be separate,
yes.
unless you feel like being petty.
Separate but equal.
A lot of disrespectful shit in my life.
You know, right? That's the thing. But
Just
you know,
listen
when
to
you're
stuff
young,
like,
you don't think
damn,
about that shit.
that's very
You don't
true.
think about that. You just think like, what the fuck? What's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Niggas
Like,
ain't in their feelings like that, but niggas do be in their feelings. Like they
Yeah,
do
they
be
do.
in their feelings.
I never been in that situation, so I didn't even see that
I've
coming.
been in a situation.
So that
I've
taught me
been.
like I'm not like.
But everybody was cool and nobody, one party. So okay, I had a dude that was my boyfriend and I broke up with him, right? But he would not one of those don't want to let go, still come around, that whole type of situation, so whatever. And I had a dude that I was kicking it with, but we wasn't serious, we was kicking it. So he was at my house and then my ex came, but they knew each other.
Out the fucking neighborhood.
They knew each other, when you young, that's just where shit circulates. And they knew each other, whatever, but my ex didn't know that me and him was I'm quite sure he realized it when I made him leave and go home and the other dude was still there chilling, but
Right.
it's when you think of things like that, like in my grownness, I would never do no shit like that.
Right.
Ever. But when
Right.
you're young, in your early 20s, you don't give a fuck.
Because you don't. Because when your ass leave, a nigga gonna be right behind you. Straight up
Well.
and down. So I had an incident, and I was kind of grown, I think. I guess I was, maybe 30. Maybe
Okay.
30.
Yeah, that's
Something.
grown.
But you're still learning.
But I was dating. I was not in a relationship. But see, dudes be thinking you in a relationship with them. And so my ex-husband, right? So we started talking. We were just talking. I didn't know in his mind I was his girl, right? I didn't know that.
Once you hit it, we go together. Once you hit it, right?
We didn't.
You ain't have that rule? Once you
No, but
hit
we
it,
just
you
didn't
go.
have sex. But I was seeing a guy right before I met him, but I already was kind of like, I don't really trust this dude. I think he got some other shit going on.
Right.
So I'm sitting in the car with the husband, and I see the dude car pull up. And I'm like, why the fuck is he at my job without calling? Like, niggas know, don't show up nowhere without calling me. You can't just pop up on me because you don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, this nigga's really in front of my job. So he got out the car, went in looking for me. They're like, oh, she's not here, whatever. He gets out with a big ass bouquet of flowers. I'm like, what the fuck? Aww. So I was like, oh, that must be a delivery guy, right? So he very nosy, but he's stupid, right? The husband. But he very nosy. So he was like, so he delivering flowers and he didn't deliver myself, but whoever he delivering them to must not be there. Because if it was for me, they would have called me and said, yo, you got a delivery. So then when I go home, right, he's coming over. I was like, oh, all right, so now this dude knocks on my door. I'm thinking it's him. He got the flowers. I was like, that was nice, whatever. I said, I should have known. I said, look, I'm seeing somebody. He's like, I should have known because you stopped calling me. I said, but you got to go. So this dude, like, I'm on my way. I said, could you bring me some milk? So I could get him out. So this was some big black dude because he was a bouncer. And this, my husband is short, right? He's a little short nigga. So they cross each other coming up the stairs. But he don't know. It's other apartments.
Right.
And he said, when he saw the flowers, he said, so a nigga was just here? I was like, what? So he's like, I'll be right back. I'm like, where you going? I said, well, listen. I said, let me just tell you this. You can make a decision to not come back. I said, it wouldn't bother me. I said, but I'm not going to be up all night waiting for you. If you going to look for some nigga, it don't make sense because you don't know him and we ain't like that.
Right.
He came back, obviously, right? But one day he tried to throw it in my face. I said, nigga, we wasn't together. Like, you was lucky you was in my crib. This dude came without calling. I wasn't going to let him take the flowers back. What the fuck?
Why waste some good flowers?
And they was very nice flowers. I mean, a whole lot of fucking flowers. And I'm just like covering the whole fucking table. And I was just like, but you stayed. Actually, yes. Okay. I'm like, but you stayed. Nigga, I gave you the option to keep it fucking moving. But you stayed.
You chose otherwise.
I'm like, so let's not talk about this no more. But I would have made sure, like, listen, right now, don't come over. I ain't feeling, whatever have you. Because that happened to me twice. And that shit will never happen to me again. Because niggas almost got killed. And that shit will never happen to me again. Like, I won't do that. That's why I don't have the energy to date multiple people.
Now all you got to say is you got your period and they won't come over.
Niggas don't give a
Sometimes.
fuck.
Sometimes.
Niggas don't care.
It depends on the maturity level.
If he been to jail, he don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
He like, move that pad to the side, motherfucker. Like, put some towels down. Niggas don't give a fuck.
Put the towel down.
I'm like, nigga, I don't want to have cramps for 29 days, so we ain't fucking. Sorry. But it's different strokes for different folks. Right?
Exactly.
So, but yeah. But I think we only got like 2 minutes left or 1 minute or something like that.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
We could stay as long as we want. That's what they told me.
They ain't saying that, so it must be true.
But I ain't seen him thinking that. I'm like, fuck is you talking about?
Drake said we could do what we want.
She got the super innocent face on. Moto on the baby face but he said he
did, because I was here early,
and
like I shared pizza. We had a pizza party and everything, and then he said we could do whatever we want.
I see plates over there. It don't necessarily have to be untrue.
Right.
But she said Jew. She didn't mention him. She mentioned Jew.
Right, because we they favorite podcast. So they said we could do what we want.
Now, why you starting fucking trouble?
What?
Why is you starting fucking trouble?
I'm not starting trouble. I'm talking to y'all.
Oh, wait, all right, so what we got? We got any last words? Moda said what the fuck she needed to say.
Oh, I just want to say, for ladies out there, when you into yourself, get fully into yourself. Don't just worry about what you do with your hair, put your little nails on. Fully get into yourself. Undergarments when you're trying to work on your shape. Go to the dentist.
Stop buying Louis bags.
Right.
Teeth
And,
is
I
cheaper.
mean, right. Stop. Yeah. Especially if they're not even real. Like, you don't even got to do all of that.
Well, if
There's-
they're not real, then teeth is not cheaper.
well,
That's a fact.
well, I'm just saying a cleaning is
No,
cheaper
I'm
than
talking
a
about
fake
replacing
Louis
them
bag
shits
too.
and them shits that's cracked because your boyfriend tried to knock your teeth out. You could go get that fixed
Right.
for like $75, $80.
You know, losing my teeth is like one of my greatest fears.
Girl,
You know, I've had dreams where I woke up like,
listen, trust me. My mother has never taken me to a dentist ever.
really?
Never.
Well, your teeth seems to be in good shape.
Yeah, because I pay for them and I take good care of them. Because I'm like, as an adult, I was like, I have to take care of my own self. When I got
Right.
old enough to go, I did that. But some of the damage was already done.
Right.
And it's just that she didn't have a thought to take us to the dentist.
Wow.
I won't get into why, but she just didn't
Yeah.
have a thought to take us to the dentist. So I make sure my kids don't miss no shots, no dentist, no nothing, because
Right.
that's not something I feel like, if it's not your fault, that you should have to go and pay for,
Right.
Right.
or repair. So
Right.
yes, take care of your kids' teeth, please.
Yeah, like stop feeding them, letting them have candy for breakfast. Go to the dentist. Go to the eye doctor.
Yeah, I have to take
Go to
massive
GYN.
breaks, so-
Okay,
Right.
stop thinking a douche could fix everything. Douches can't fix
First of all,
everything.
nobody should be still using
Okay.
douches,
They still sell
douches,
them
whatever.
shits.
You should not be using them shits. They are not good for the body.
It's not for you.
That's
like,
just a public
only
service
if-
announcement for all of the people out
only
there
if the
that are still
doctor
using
actually
them shits.
tells you. And they will tell you which one to get, the medical one with the iodine. They will tell you which one to get if it's that serious, where they like, oh, a little, swoosh swoosh would help you.
You gotta
Stop fucking using them shits.
You gotta clean yourself from the inside out,
Drink
like
water.
squeezing up.
Drink
up
a lot
in
of
there is not
fucking
gonna do
water.
it. Sometimes you gotta take it from here down.
And don't
to
eat
clean it
pineapples
out.
because that shit don't work. Drink fucking
Right, if
water.
you rotten on the inside, the pineapples will not fix you.
They're just gonna ferment in your fucking body. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yes, so everybody,
And brush your tongue when you brush your
know
teeth
what?
too.
that is
I'm just
important.
saying, people
No, it
people
is
don't brush their tongue.
So this is DDS, Toni, Sharma, and Mo. Brought to you by the American Cancer Society. What the fuck? The American Health Society.
Absolutely.
But yes, okay. But anyway, our time is up, y'all.
Yes, so, this is the Lipstick Chronicles. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we are streaming everywhere. I'm not even going to take the time to sit here and run down a list of everything. If you're following us on Instagram, click the bio, click the link in the bio, and it will run down every single streaming service that we are on. And you can just pick and choose. And
But subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Yes.
Subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Yes.
Do us that favor. Do us that favor.
If
That's
you really
all we
loyal.
ask. That's all we ask. If you ain't loyal, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. You ain't never got to watch another video. Just subscribe.
just subscribe.
Just subscribe.
Fuck that. Watch the video. Shit.
No, but they might want to watch it somewhere else. If you just go there and subscribe,
Okay.
you can watch it anywhere you want, but just subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then I think the Facebook, you can subscribe to the Facebook.
They can subscribe.
Yeah.
They can like
So,
the Facebook.
yeah,
And
so,
they
you
can
know.
also download us on iTunes and everywhere else.
And thank all the guys, all the people that was watching live. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. 2
Thank you.
weeks.
yes.
Peace.
Easter weekend.
Easter weekend? I'm going to church.
Well, you be here. You be here after fucking church.